So, you know how we put the onus on the viewer to pick a best in show?
Yeah?
I don't think it worked.
What do you mean?
Well, there's no clear leader. All the votes are all over the place.
Oh, hey, welcome back to the Elevation Trail in Vandamonium. 905 and I were just talking about the dilemma about the Best in Show nominees.
Seriously though, which one would you choose?
It's such a hard choice.
We need to choose one.
I really don't know if I can.
Can you at least recap the scores from last week?
That I can do. The first two groups put up their scores, and it was N Count that ended up on top with 27, followed closely by Road Rage with 25. And at the other end, it was Big Mike and Dutch Vandershift leading the race to the bottom with 16.
I guess we should have told Big Mike that we race on the other side of the road here in Canada.
I don't think that would have helped.
Either way, we've got 9 more drivers looking to make a run at N Counts 27 while doing everything they can to avoid joining Dutch and Big Mike. Let's see who's up first in the blocks tonight. Leading him out tonight is Corey R. from Travelers Racing in his Matchbox Phantom, going against Scoob in his 8-wheeled Mystery Machine, going up against Sparky Racer from Racell Diecast Racing in the bus.
Which one of these is not like the other?
That's definitely not the Matchbox, so let's go up to the top of the hill for race 1. I was not expecting that start. To be totally honest with you, I don't know what I was expecting out of that Mystery Machine, but it actually looks like the Phantom is the one that caused everybody to wreck out at the jump. Corey's van assassination attempt on the bus brings this race to a premature end, and it was most definitely targeted. As you can see when the gate drops, Corey deliberately swerves over in front of the Mystery Machine and broadsides it with reckless abandon.
Whatever vendetta Corey's got against Sparky, he's gonna have to shelve it if he wants to make it into round 2.
Hey Corey, it's Randy. Pro tip, maybe add some weight to the bottom of your rig there for next time, eh?
And that's actually kind of more of what I expected out of that Mystery Machine with the wide wheels. The gate drops and pretty much right away the Mystery Machine gets hung up on the side rail. It's really short and it's got a super wide base. Corey should have actually done a lot better with this opportunity as he hits the jump flying in front of Sparky. But he can't handle the landing and puts himself into the guardrail, pegging himself like a lawn dart.
After 2, Corey leads Sparky by 1, but the real story is Scoob and how low can he go?
Well, it's official. We now have a brand new low score. As cool as that Mystery Machine is, and as much as everybody loves it for a Best in Show nominee, it really and truly was a terrible, terrible choice for the Elevation Trail. Corey tries to make a second effort to get his rig across the jump there, but really and truly it's inconsequential as none of them really performed well in any of their heat races.
I honestly never thought it was possible, but Scoob has brought a brand new low to the Elevation Trail. His 7 points are going to go down in history for sure. With Group 3 scores put into the big board, N Count is safe with 27 points in the first spot, while Dutch Vandershift can breathe a sigh of relief because there is now a new low score. It's going to be interesting to see if anybody can score lower than Scoob.
Oh where's Randy? We gotta get the record.
I'm sure Scoob will be just fine. Let's just introduce Group 4.
Up first is Bent Rodzinski from Bent Rod Racing, going up against Laura from 409 Diecast Racing, and they'll be taking on friend of the channel Speedball Herman from Gravity Throttle Racing. Oh, hey, look, Scoob's up here. Okay, I guess you were right. He was fine. Let's go to the top for race 1. And it looks like the sheer presence of Lauro shifting over into Bent Rodzinski's path is enough to scare him and put him into the wall, and that disrupts his whole rhythm because he is down and out. Speedball then tries to do his best interpretation of a Daddy G parkour off the jump sign, and he's up and over, and that leaves Lauro a free run down to the bottom of the course.
This race is a tale of extremes as Lauro maxes out his point potential, where Bent Rod, well, he only got one.
And Lauro again terrorizes Bent Rodzinski as all three of the drivers come together just after the 2 line. Lauro then has a free crack at the course for a second time, but the jump unsettles him enough that he wiggles out and throws away a massive opportunity to break this thing wide open.
Lauro seems to be running away with this thing, but the real story here is Bent Rodzinski. Can he actually go and collect less points than Scoob?
Okay, Speedball. Randy here. We're just gonna insert these forks and try and flip you over, get you back on your wheels there, alright?
And it's heartache for Lauro as I don't know what happened. He just swerves out of the gate, pegs it into the guardrail, and that's him done. Benrod has a heroic run alongside Speedball Herman as they both try to race for the jump, but Speedball thwarts Bent Rodzinski's attempt at points and crashes him out. This looks like yet another assassination attempt at the jump. Not only does Speedball ruin his lap, but he also absolutely thrashes Bent Rodzinski's lap. But I think the Bent Rod driver has just gotten enough points to keep him out of that yellow snow spot.
And with the final scores, Bent Rodzinski drives away with an 8. Lauro turns in an 18 and Speedball has 12.
Okay, Speedball, Randy here. We're slowly getting the hang of this lifter thing here. Benny, hang tight. We'll be there in a jiffy.
And while Randy takes care of Bent Rodzinski, we look at the scores for the big board. Lauro slots in the number 3 spot with his 18 points, and Speedball Herman and Bent Rodzinski end up in 10th and 11th respectively with their 12 and 8. Scoob still on the bottom.
Leading the third group tonight is Leo from Arena 21 Racing, driving a cool one, going up against King Jester in his Matchbox Chevy van, and they are joined by Willie G1 from Polk County.
Let's hope Leo's short wheelbase treats him right. It's last race for tonight. Let's go up to the top of the trail for race 1.
It looks like Leo's got what it takes to take on the trail. He's a little bit late coming out of the gate, but he makes up for it after that first whoop on the course. He beats Willie to the jump, and as he lands it, you can see the car control he actually has. Unfortunately, he puts it into the berm, and that scrubs the rest of his lap. Willie can't keep his Toyota underneath him, and it looks like King Jester blew a tire or something because he is slow in the back.
Leo picks up 8 points after the first lap. He leads Willie by 1. Let's go on to lap 2.
Okay, Willie, we're really getting the hang of the forklift here, so parking brake!
Make that 3 for 3 on Vansassination attempts here tonight at the Elevation Trail. Willie makes no qualms about going after Leo and sending him into Jester. That puts Jester into the wall and he's out. Willie then pins Leo into the wall and that's his race done. Willie then struggles to regain control of his Toyota and unfortunately he ends up putting himself into the wall as well, and that's him done. Willie definitely had a bee in his bonnet in that race.
Willie Willie scores one more 7 in the last race, I'm taking him to Vegas. Willie's on top after 2.
Oh, we'll call this one Leo's Revenge, as when the gate drops, there's definitely a deliberacy in how Leo pits Willie. And something is definitely broken within Jester's van because he has no speed to make the jump even though he's uncontested. And since he didn't score 7, I guess Indy Rain's not taking Willie to Vegas.
Ah, shoot, I was hoping for a little bit of luck. Ah, well, I'll have to settle for taking either 905 or Randy. Willie wins the group, but he's only got 16. These 3 groups really struggled with the trail today. Willie's 16 points puts him in at 9th place, where Leo's 12 puts him in at 12, and King Jester's 11 puts him just in front of Bent Rodzinski for 13th. Hopefully the next couple of groups are taking notes because the cut line I feel is going to be somewhere in the teens.
So with all the paint swapping that we've seen today, the best in show decision has only got to get easier.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, come on. You got to give me something.
If the next few groups perform like the groups today, then N-Count's going to run away with 2 trophies.
No, you could be right.
Oh, I'm going to need that in writing.
And on that note, that's it for tonight. I've been your host, 905. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time. Oh man, that was way more satisfying than I thought it would ever be. Hey, Meat Tooth, you still have that number for StarCorp Industry? I just got a hankering to upgrade the Snowcat.